What's up everybody, and welcome to a Lethal Games First Look. With the rising popularity of battle arena games like PUBG and Fortnite, more and more titles are popping up. Today we'll be looking at a very Hunger Game-esque battle arena called the Darwin Project. This first look and footage is based on the open beta, which occurred on the weekend of February 24th, 2018. So let's take a quick look at the innovations this battle arena brings and see if it's something that's worth your time. First and foremost, if you're checking this game out thinking it's anything like PUBG and Fortnite, you'll be surprised. This is a vastly different take on the battle arena genre, and there are some major key differences. If you've ever watched or read The Hunger Games, this is very similar to that. The core features that really make this title stand out is the element of survival, crafting, and the show director. We'll go into detail about each in this video, but first let's briefly talk about the combat. Unlike other games in the genre where it revolves around gunplay, the Darwin Project only features two weapons, an axe and a bow, both of which you start out with. There's also crafting in this game, so you can upgrade your axe as well as craft arrows for your bow. Along with these, there are two traps at your disposal, the bear trap and the wire trap. These are the only weapons you have to take out your opponents, but it's not the only way you can die. The map is split into 7 hexagon zones, which will be restricted over the course of the game. The catch here is that the zones aren't just restricted randomly, but can also be controlled by the show director. In addition, the show director can also choose to nuke hexagons. Any players in the restricted zones will die. The final way you can die is to freeze to death. Players immediately start losing body heat when the game starts, and you'll need to craft a fur coat to gain cold resistance or build a fire once in a while to regenerate that heat. You can also open chests and find items like warm coffee to restore heat. Once your heat reaches 0, you're gonna die. I didn't personally find keeping my body heat up much of a challenge, and it only takes 1 wood to create a fire, and you lose heat slowly enough that it's not really an issue most of the time. Crafting is a key element to your survival, and I think the crafting interface is really well done. To open it, simply hit the Q button and you bring up a circular crafting wheel. It's split into 4 major sections, each with its own focus. The top section features combat-oriented things such as arrows and shields. The bonfire is up here as well, but I don't think it really fits here. In my opinion, it should have been swapped with the axe upgrade on the left. The left side features more utility things such as movement speed upgrades and cold resistance. As you can see, the axe upgrade is on this side as well, but like I said before, I think it fits better at the top of the wheel. The bottom features special powers that require electronics to craft. These include granting your character a shield, temporary invisibility, and teleportation. Once crafted, these powers are reusable but have a cooldown. Finally, you have your traps and tools, which feature the bear and the wire trap, as well as a snowball to put out fire so you don't give your position away. There are 3 types of materials in the game: wood, leather, and electronics. The first 2 are easy to come by, but the electronics is only available when it randomly appears on the map or when the show director activates it on the map. These are exclusively used to craft your powers. I've mentioned the show director a couple of times, but what exactly is the show director? Like the game masters in Hunger Games, the show director controls the flow of the battle arena. They have the power to close up to 2 zones and deploy a nuke to another, but their power doesn't just end there. They also have the ability to buff certain players, activate electronic items on the map, create low gravity zones, and even make players flat out invincible. Now this may sound like it's too much power to give to a single player, but these abilities are somewhat limited. The abilities require ability points to use, which are generated over time. These abilities are consumed once used, with the exception of closing zones and the activation of electronics, which each get 2 uses. So the show director is limited in some ways, but in my opinion, it's still too much power. How each game plays out is directly dependent on the whims of the show director. Sometimes you'll have a director that is fair and makes the game fun and interesting. Other times you'll get a director that will give unfair advantages to a single player and screw over others. Directors also have the ability to talk and communicate with individual players privately or address everyone at once. This makes it extremely easy for directors to play favorites. I've been in games where I was screwed over intentionally, and also in ones where I've been on the receiving end of the advantages. Either way, it doesn't feel exactly fair to kill another player when you have an invincibility buff on you. In theory, having a show director is a pretty cool innovation and can result in some unique and fun games. However, it's very much a double-edged sword because you're putting the quality of each individual game into the hands of a single player. The resulting outcome is a non-competitive game that can be very inconsistent. By design, a skilled player may not be able to win a game simply because the show director doesn't want him to win, and that just eliminates the purpose of the leaderboard in general. But what you do get in return is a unique battle arena experience where you can have some outlandish fun. The Darwin Project is a battle arena that runs great, has a wonderful interface, and brings a ton of of innovative gameplay mechanics. Unfortunately, some of these new ideas like the show director can really make or break games depending on the player. Giving a player control of the game is something that I don't enjoy, even though I really do like the gameplay. For me, I'll stick to Fortnite as my go-to battle arena game, but I'm sure there'll be people who enjoy the Darwin Project as well. Let me know what you guys think of the Darwin Project in the comments down below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to Lethal Games for more gaming content. You can also follow me on Twitter for channel updates, gaming news, and deals. That's it from me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.